maybe. What is going on over here, folks? Well, we are having some technical difficulties. It looks like my iRacing has crashed. We'll be back in just 1 minute, folks. Alright, we're trying to reconnect. Hopefully we come back in here. Not sure what happened. As far as I can tell, everything else is up and running. Hey Daniel, looks like we're having a little bit of technical difficulties. I'm relaunching iRacing at the moment. I don't know if it kicked me out or what exactly happened, or if we had some internet issues around me. The stream didn't go down, but I got kicked out of iRacing. How you doing tonight? We're getting close. 90%. Ooh, we are back. Alright, now we've got some stuff going on here. Looks like we are up and officially running. Oh, lordy, lordy. So right now, Dustin Buck is the fastest car on the track at a 30.79. Shoo, she's looking mighty slick out there. Track temperature's a nice 80 degrees though. No, sir, I have not talked to Dean much in the last week or so. Mr. Devin Smith, it's his birthday. Oh, we definitely got to wish Mr. Devin Smith a happy birthday and good luck tonight. Matt Moreau currently on the track right now. 15th fastest. Oh, Dan, I'm really sorry to hear that, buddy. Oh, man, I am having technical difficulties tonight. Alright, let's get this all going. Let's get some race car sounds going. Why don't I have... Where are my noises, people? Hold on one second. Looks like we are getting ready to grid up, folks. Dustin Buck put that number 68 car on the pole one more time. Let's get to a better view here, right there. All right. Let's go over our grid. Starting on the front row, we got Dustin Buck and Alan Wernicke, Buck Wild Racing teammates. Row number 2, Joshua Reese and Bradley Steffen. Row number 3, we got Kyle Lingerfelt and James Budd. Row number 4, Dylan Dunford and Roy Hyde. Row number 5, Travis Lepanis and Chad Weller. Row number 6, the birthday boy, Mr. Devin Smith and Brandon Dunford. Row number 7, Derek Rigel and Matthew Chandler. Row number 8, Matt Moreau and Ray Andrews. Row number 9, Mr. Josh Fox, Tom Queering. In row number 10, we got Dean Qualley and Forrest Hamilton Jr. And shotgun on the field tonight is that 26 machine of Mr. Sean Patrick.
We've been doing the past couple weeks, caution free. Have a good race.
Dustin Buck, Alan Wernicke leading us to the green flag here tonight. Here comes Reese, hard charging down on that bottom, looking to make a move early on. I've been talking to the drivers. They said that high side riding the rim is where you want to be, but you're also going to chew up your tires. We should see a steep fall off in the tires here tonight. I've been told that by the time we get to lap 20, there should be a good 2-second fall off here. Estimated fuel mileage tonight is we're looking at about 30 laps, give or take. We had some practices set up last night. These guys ran a ton of laps already. Hey Dan, how are my volume levels tonight? Trying a little something different. Dustin Buck, Alan Wernicke on that high side. Well, the number 3 car of Hamilton is already 2 laps down. I almost wonder if he didn't miss the grip. Awesome, thank you, Dan. Brad Stefan up into the wall, keeping it pinned up there. All right, let me know how that is, buddy. Stefan lost almost 10 positions after getting stuck into the wall on that one. He's got his work cut out for him. He drops all the way down to the bottom now. Awesome, well that's what we want. We want you to be able to hear my lovely voice. I won't start singing though, I promise. Alan Wernicke's still out front. Dustin Buck now falls to second place. We got James Budd in that number 8 machine. He is up 3 spots already on lap 6. And right behind him, we got the 94 of Dylan Dunford and Roy Hyde. Roy Hyde is a championship contender. I do believe he is running 3rd place in the points as we stand coming into tonight. Here comes Brad Stefan back up around that number 19 machine of Brandon Dunford. We got a whole gaggle of cars back further in the field. So far, our biggest mover of the night, though, far is that number 46 machine, Tom Queering. He is up 5 spots from where he started this one. We'll keep a close eye on that 17 machine. I'm not sure who is driving that one tonight, if it is Jackson or if it is Dean, but that car is always one you want to keep a close eye on. Right. Buck regains the lead. Looks like he wanted to give the 42 or 72 of Wernicke just a chance to claim some bonus points. Ooh, Devin Smith got up into that outside wall a bit. Now Tom Queering's adding that stripe to the car. Back up front, it's Buck and Wernicke, Bud and Dunford. Dunford and Bud are closing in on our leaders. Looks like we're going to have a new race leader as the 68 car of Buck get up into the outside wall. The rest of the field is now on top of the leaders. What a crazy turn of events, and all it took was one little misjudge by that number 68 machine.
I hit this wall anymore. Oh.
Downside of having a live mic. We're getting close to the halfway mark for our opening run here.
I'm sorry if anybody got like messed up or anything during that. I literally was trying everything I could to get off the wall.
I've already hit, like, what, 4 times now, probably?
This field is really spread out right now. Some great racing all over this track. That 17 machine of quali, up 4 spots from where he started 19th originally, is currently now up to position number 14. James Budd, who was running 3rd for the longest time, has now fallen back to 7th. Struggling a little bit as these tires get wore out on that number 8 machine. So current lap times at 18 laps on this run are a second and a half slower than their fastest laps. And look for that to continue to fall off even more. Stefan, unable to recoup from getting into the wall early on, is still sitting in 11th position.
Wait, hold on to it there.
Look for him to make some adjustments on that first green flag pit stop.
Thank you.
Maybe tighten that car up just a little bit more. Reese getting a monster run on that 00. I would lead him to believe that he probably got into the wall just a little bit. You see the gaps now between the leaders. 3/4 of a second between Wernicke and Buck, and about that same interval between Buck and Reese. Roy Haidu got into that wall just a little bit. Looks like he might be losing another position to Dunford. Well, he gets a better run off the corner. He holds off Dunford one more lap. 22 laps in, we are getting close to green flag pit stops at this tricky Kansas track. This is one of those tracks you have to be very diligent on how you're driving. The fastest way is up next against the wall, but
Not bad, Brad.
entering slightly later than you normally do, it's going to put that car into the wall, and you're going to ride it all the way around the corner.
The damn wall there.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting you to. That's why I was still driving it as hard as I was. If I realized it was going to fade that hard, I wouldn't have drove you that hard.
Yeah, it's all.
Reese has taken away second place for second. Watch the pass here for second. Reese has a big head of steam coming down the back straightaway. Looked like Buck might have got into that wall just a little bit more. Reese is going to power by him as we enter into turn number 3. We'll see if Reese is able to track that leader down. He has closed the gap some from where he was a couple laps ago. He's gained 3/10 on him already. Wernicke might be trying to save those tires to make sure they make it to that first pit stop window. Pit stops on these used tires could be tricky, trying to come out of turn number 4 and lock that thing down to get to pit road speed. I would definitely not want to be the first one going to pit road speed tonight. I myself am one of the drivers that likes to wait and see if we have a spin out as we enter pit road.
Just enjoy my night, go eat some dinner, just relax, have fun.
Yeah, I thought this was going to be the easiest track on the schedule, and now I'm pissed off.
I feel you, brother.
For some reason, the driver chatter is coming through the speakers. We're gonna have to try to fix that here. After we do our green flag pit stops, we'll jump to a brief intermission and see if we can't fix that. Here comes Reese for a challenge on the top spot. He's got a nose underneath Wernicke. He's going to clear him as they come to the back straightaway.
I think I know why Kurt Busch is so pissed off all the time now in that crappy car. I know what it feels like now, dude. I think Dean needs to arrange a radioactive, dude. Holy crap.
Got some great runs going tonight by that number 1 machine. He started on the position number 3, but he fell back all the way to 10th at one point. Now he's charging back up through the field. It sounds like we might have some drivers deciding to make pit road here pretty quick as they come across the lap car of the 13 of Ray Andrews. Alan Wernicke on pit road. Dylan Dunford, Roy Hyde, Brandon Dunford, Devin Smith. Right side goes up. I can estimate a full tire stop here. Full load of fuel, and he's going to be back out in record time. Quali now coming down pit road in his Ford Mustang. He's down and away, back out. So far, Reese, Dustin Buck, Josh Fox, James Budd, Tom Queering, Matt Moreau, and Derek Regal have not pitched yet. Josh Reese is now in the pits in that number 1 machine. Handing the lead back over to Dustin Buck, and here comes Dustin Buck. Load that thing up to pit road speed. Up to pit road speed. Coming in hot. Almost overshoots pit road. He's going to be the last car to pit in this round of green flag pit stops. And that's going to hand the lead to Alan Wernicke once again in that number 72 machine, with Kyle Lingerfeld Reese right behind him. All right, we'll be right back after a 2-second intermission here, folks. And we are back once again now, folks. Hopefully we got the sound problem figured out. 37 laps in, just about to the halfway mark. Alan Wernicke has a 2.5 second gap over Kyle Lingerfeld. Dylan Dunford in that number 94 machine, currently in third. Roy Hyde in fourth. Brandon Dunford in fifth. Chad Waller in sixth. Travis Lepenis in seventh. Dustin Buck in 8th, James Budd in 9th. That 72 machine of Wernicke is actually expanding his lead now over Lingerfeld. You can see the gap growing ever so slightly every lap. Wernicke had a blistering pit stop. Last lap, the fastest car was James Budd, though. We'll see if he can continue that. Something happened to the 89 machine of Brad Stefan. He is out of this one, according to the ticker. Joshua Reese is one lap down. He must have got caught speeding on pit road. Wernicke dominating this field right now, expanding his lead over Kyle Lingerfeld to almost 4 seconds. Kyle Lingerfeld in that number 65 machine currently running second. P number 3, we got one of our championship contenders of Roy Hyde. Dylan Dunford in that 94 machine, currently in 4th. Name we haven't talked about much tonight, that Reese's chocolate bar number 66, Chad Waller. The other Dunford is in 6th position, and he is up 6 positions. Good run tonight by that number 19 Bass Pro Shops car. Here comes Dustin Buck. He is currently up to 7th place. Dustin is running one of the fastest lap times right now. He does have newer tires than these drivers, not by a whole lot, but it looks like it is making a slight difference. Buck up to 6th, setting his sights on Waller and Dunford. At number 68, Chevy Camaro is coming, folks. Keep an eye on that car. He is gaining on the leader as well. It could be that Wernicke knows how big of a gap he's got, so he's playing it safe. Buck now looking to make a move on Dunford. Ooh, the 65 car of Kyle Lingerfeld looks a little loose, as Roy Hyde is looking to make a move underneath of him to see if he can't take away 2nd spot. Side by side on entry. Coming to the stripe, Roy's gonna have him. Here comes Dunford looking to make a move on the outside. Dustin Buck dive bombs down to the bottom. See if he can't get a twofer here. Get Dunford and Lingerfeld at the same time. It's going to be a drag race down the back straightaway. Dunford's up to his door. Ooh, the 94 gets into the back of Lingerfeld just a little bit. Around he's going to go. That's going to bring out our first caution of the night. We saw that one happen live. He's going to lock it down and just sit there for a minute. It's going to cost him some spots, but he doesn't want to try to get turned around and take out another driver. That's going to bunch this field back up. I kind of expect to see everybody pitting right now. That was something that Wernicke did not want to see. All the leaders coming down pit road. It's It's going to be a 4-tire stop. Make sure you get every ounce of fuel you can in it, because we're on the very outside of making it to the end on this one. Quali elects to stay out and get a bonus point for leading the lap. Be a race off pit road between the 72 and the 68. 72 is down first. Ooh, that's going to be close. Depending on where the end of pit road is. Ooh, the 00 might get a penalty for unsafe pit exit on that one. Looked like he went over that line for the briefest second. You're not allowed to merge onto the racing surface until you pass that blue cone. Wernicke's gonna beat Buck off pit road. Right now, Quali is still out on the track, marked as the leader. Expect to see him maybe come down pit road this time by Andy does. Well, I don't see the 00 sliding to the back, so it looks like he is going to be safe. Quite sure what Mr. Buck is doing up there, playing around a little bit with the pace car driver. Lights are off on the pace car. We are going green this time by. All starts and restarts are on the leader. Sorry, on the green flag. '72 of Wernicke jumps out to a good lead. Here comes Dustin Buck on that high side. Roy Hyde down low. Chad Waller looking to get in the mix along with Dunford and the 22 of Josh Fox. Caution is out once again on the speedway. We'll go back and take a look and see exactly what happened. Chad Waller got loose coming out the corner, came down across the nose of Josh Fox. Fox touched him just a little bit. Looked like he was able to keep it out of control and keep it out of trouble, but let's see who else might have been involved in this one. Oh, the 60, 86, and the 26 get collateral damage. Had nothing to do with them, but they got the worst end of the deal on that one. Definitely got a lot more damage than they should have. Alright, now do you come in and get a little more fuel just to make sure you got enough to make it to the end? We do have 3 sets of tires. You could throw on another set. I don't know if I'd be willing to give up the track position, but let's see what our drivers do. Pit road is open. No takers. Warnicki and Buck are going to lead us to the green flag one more time. Let's see if they have what it takes this time for Dustin Buck to get a good start and maybe get a run on that outside around his teammate. Dustin Buck, our current point leader. Alan Wernicke in that number 72 machine has had some pretty good runs so far this season. Hasn't made every race. I don't think he's in the points hunt this season, but every race he's been here, he has been up front. And look who is in the top 6. That number 46 of Tom Queering. Matt Moreau in the top 10. Dan, the ladies' man, says, let's go Devin Smith, birthday boy. Currently running in 9th. Green flag is in the air. Buck might get an infraction for changing lanes before the start-finish line. Almost looking 3 wide as we go into turn number 1. Hyde's going to clear the 68, take over second place. Buck all the way down to the bottom as we go through turns 3 and 4. We're going to be 3 wide as we come out of turn number 4 for the lead. These guys are racing like it's a green, white checker, but we're only on lap 56, folks. Ooh, the 22 of Fox gets back up into the wall. He's going to lose several positions. Went from 3rd all the way down to 8th. Up front, we got a battle for the lead between Hyde and Wernicke. Wernicke looking strong in that 72 machine. Dustin Buck sitting in 3rd place, looking for either one of these drivers to make a mistake and just give him an opportunity to get that 68 back on point. Up into 4th, we got Joshua Reese making a comeback. Brandon Dunford up to 5th. He's up 7 spots. Devin Smith in 6th. Moving 5 spots. Biggest mover of the race so far is Tom Queering. He is up 12 positions and looking for more. He's running side by side with the birthday boy Devin Smith. High side has a slight advantage. That 46 car is looking a little loose. He's got P6 as they go into turn number 3. Closing the gap on that 19 machine of Dunford. Tom Queering have a heck of a run. Buck making a power move to get underneath that 00 machine. Ooh, that was close. I don't know if they made contact, but it was pretty darn close. Buck's going to take over second with that move. But here comes Roy Hyde back at him down on the bottom. Buck's got the momentum. Hyde has to lift. Buck trying to close in on our leaders while still trying to hold off Hyde. We have less than 20 laps to go in this one. Can Alan Wernicke hold off the hard-charging 68 of Dustin Buck? Or is that 00 of Roy Hyde going to sneak in and claim his first win here in the RMRL East to West Apparel Company Arca Series? He's got a nose underneath that 68 machine as we cross the stripe. Buck's going to carry the momentum into turns 1 and 2. Oh, that's close, folks. Oh, Buck gets pinballed around a little bit. Backs out of it, doesn't want to take out his teammate of Wernicke. And that's going to allow Reese and Dunford to close up. Dustin Buck not giving up on this one. That 68 has been strong all season long. Here he comes charging back on that outside. He's going to take second place back away from the 00. And now here comes the number 1 of Reese right to the back bumper of Buck. They're going to send it off down into turn number 3. Running that Harry Gant line high, wide, and handsome. Reese coming back at him. Top 7 cars, less than a second separates them. You can all see them on your screen at one time here. Here comes Reese charging down low. Buck's got the momentum and the help on the high side. All the while, Wernicke is enjoying the battle from his mirror. As long as they're battling, they're not catching him. Oh, the 19 tags the wall pretty hard. Doesn't appear to lose much momentum. He doesn't lose any positions on the track. jump on board with that 00 machine. Dustin Buck currently running in second. You can see how rough that track can be up on that top side of that wall. Comes Reese making a pass for second. Buck still on that high side. Reese is going to clear him, taking over second place now. Does Reese have anything left to go after that 72 of Wernicke? Coming to the stripe, that's going to give us 10 laps to go. Reese closes the gap. Like Reese lifted a little bit, didn't want to try to make a move quite yet on that 72 machine. Back up trying to get a run. Going into turns 1 and 2, he's going to clear him. He's going to slide up in front of the 72 of Wernicke. Wernicke's going to get right to his back bumper. Reese is going to lead with 9 laps to go. Dustin Buck now trying to make a move to get underneath Wernicke as, oh, Kyle Lingerfeld hard into the wall. No caution out on the speedway. Lingerfeld still in the wall. No caution, all the cars are by him. Reese is able to stretch that lead out to 3/4 of a second over Wernicke. Buck has a couple of spaces between him and Buck. Buck's got a mirror full of Dunford. Five laps to go for Joshua Reese. Josh Fox up 12 positions to P5. He's had his ups and downs tonight. He got into that wall a fair bit. Had to come back from that, get some damage repaired to that 22 machine. That jet has been holding pretty strong, though. Ooh, Chad Waller up into the wall. Three laps to go for Mr. Joshua Reese. He's got a 1 second gap now over second place Alan Wernicke. Wernicke's got pretty close to the same time gap between him and the 68 of Buck. And Dunford is pretty close to the back bumper of Buck. We're just looking for Buck to make a mistake, get a podium finish. Devin Smith still holding on to a top 10. Tom Queering in the top 10. Chad Waller holding on to an 8th place. Roy Hyde in 7th. Final lap. White flags in the air for Joshua Reese. White flag tonight is brought to you by the One to Go Show podcast. Check them out on YouTube and Facebook. They talk about Wissota auto racing here in the Midwest. They'll talk about NASCAR and just a smattering of football. Joshua Reese is going to lead us down the back straightaway for this last lap. Got just a little over a second lead over Alan Wernicke. Dunford now battling for second place with the 68 machine coming out of turn number 4. They're going to be side by side coming to the stripe. Buck's going to hold on for third place. Dunford in 4th, Fox in 5th. Brandon Dunford in 6th, Chad Waller 7th, Roy Hyde in 8th, right where he started. We got Mr. Tom Queering in 9th, Devin Smith rounding out our top 10, Matt Moreau in that number 38 machine finishing 11th. Great place for Mr. Moreau tonight. Good job, buddy. All right, we're going to give these drivers just a minute, and then we're going to see them in the infield care center as we do our interviews. Be right back, folks. All right, it looks like our drivers are ready. We're going to start pulling them in one by one. All right, coming home in third place tonight, we got Mr. Dustin Buck. How you doing, Dustin?
A lap and hopefully get in the top 3.
Well, it looks like you got everything accomplished that you wanted to. The car looked a little loose a couple times there, and it looked like you might have got into the outside wall once or twice.
Yeah, it's just kind of inevitable. It's hard to keep the cars out. I think I scraped the wall maybe like 3 times. If you barely brush it, it doesn't hurt anything. It just kills your lap time.
Well, you had a nice rebound after you staying out so late on that one run. Congratulations on your top 3 tonight.
Yeah, if that would have went green to the end, I think I had a really good plan. I told you, before the race that I was going to run the tank dry just to make sure we could all pit and keep it going. And then I passed for third, and I was eating up a lot of time on Allen. And my plan was to come in on lap 57 and then run it to the end. After going 33, I was just going to split the race and try to keep myself on as fresh tires as possible. And it looked like it would have been a good plan and a good call.
Yep, unfortunately, there was just a little bit of an incident, and it brought out the caution. It wasn't even much of a wreck on that one.
Yeah, but I mean, we keep running these races with one or no yellows, so I mean, they all do really good, and we're gonna make mistakes from time to time. But I really would have liked to see how things shook out, going green the whole time. But um, I'll take my third place and keep my head high on this, and go to the next one, and hopefully I have a little bit more long run speed next time around. I think we're going to Dover. I'm usually pretty good there. I really like that track. It's been really good to me and some of the officials.
That's a really fun track, and even with your third place finish tonight, you're going to stay pretty close to that top spot on the leaderboard for the point standings, because the guys that did finish ahead of you are way back behind you in points, so you're still doing great there.
I think Alan and I tied for tonight with how the points shook out. Maybe he led the most laps. I don't know. He might have got 2 bonus points too, but it'll keep things super close for sure. As far as the points lead, it shouldn't really change.
All right, bud. Well, congratulations. Who do you want to thank for tonight?
Dean and you for all you do for the league and East and West Coast and Buckwild Racing, and Alan and Lee Froy's coming out and practicing.
All right, bud. Well, thank you very much for putting on a good show tonight, and we'll look forward to seeing you back next week then.
Yeah, have a good one.
You too. All right, bringing home that number 72 machine in second place tonight. Close, but not quite enough to get the win, Mr. Alan Wernicke.
Not quite enough, both times.
Man, you had a strong car early on, but I don't know if Reese just saved more for that late race push, but man, he was coming on strong.
Whatever he was doing was working because it worked twice. Got me at the end of both tire runs. So I had enough of my focus to try to hit the apex and not the wall every lap. So I couldn't really watch what other guys were where they were running.
This was definitely a tricky track tonight. A lot of guys got up into that outside wall a couple times. Buck got up into that wall once or twice. I saw the 22 car get hard into the wall, drop all the way back to like 12th, and he still ended up finishing 5th.
Yeah, I know. Just from running practice laps in the splits, if you hit the wall, it was a second. even if he didn't get any damage, it was second just to get back up to speed. So
Oh yeah, it definitely scrubs your momentum off big time.
yeah,
You kept that 72 machine nice and clean tonight, kept it up off the wall. You had some great pit stops. Just at the end, the number one had a little more tire the way it looked.
yeah, he was quicker in the definitely up in the middle off. I was talking to Dustin in the radio watching Josh catch me, and I'm like, how does he turn down out of turn 4? I couldn't do it, but obviously he could.
Yeah, he definitely had this place figured out tonight.
For sure.
Well, I think you guys might have came out pretty even on your points for tonight. You might have gained us 1 point, maybe 2 points on Mr. Buck for the championship, but it's going to be close. It's going to be a great rest of the season.
Yeah, it would have been nice to get that extra point for qualifying pole, but he's got that all locked up. It seems like every week. So
He's
we'll
tough
we'll
on
start
qualifying.
second. Yeah, he's quick.
All right, bud. Well, congratulations on bringing that 72 machine home in second, nice and clean. Who do you want to give a thanks to tonight?
Thanks to you for broadcasting. Thanks to my girlfriend. We she compromised and we made dinner early and lets me come down here and play with the boys and play on the computer, and it's a lot of fun. So East to West Apparel sponsoring the league. I know they got some specials running on some shirts and sweatshirts. So if you're in the market, check them out. I appreciate them giving us a chance to come out here and run around the track.
Oh, for sure. It's always good when you got someone that's willing to sponsor us having a good time.
For sure.
All right. Thank you very much, and we look forward to seeing you back next week.
Sounds good. Thanks, Mick.
All right. Says number 1 on his car, and he finished there tonight. That McDonald's car might not be a normal brand, but hey, what can you say? That thing was quick as heck tonight.
Oh yeah, that car was hooked up really well. I mean, but I definitely had to work for it though. It wasn't easy. But,
And I'm guessing you must have put in a lot of practice laps.
realistically, I put about 50 laps in today, like an hour, maybe an hour and a half before the race and like a test session, and then all the practice right before the race, and then so it's not much, but you know.
Well, I know I was talking to both Buck and Wernicke, and they were like, I don't get how he can turn down coming out of turn number 4 and be so fast.
Oh yeah, I think what I was doing was I was just letting like rolling into the corner, like backing off the corner entry, so I could get a good run off, and I was better in the center because of that.
Well, whatever it was you were doing it very well tonight, and the results showed it.
Oh,
I was a little worried when the field got bunched up again for that last restart that we might have a big mess on our hands, but you guys did a great job tonight.
oh yeah, it was. Yeah, everybody kept it really nice and clean. We almost did have one. Me and Brandon got together in the turn 1. I thought I was gonna spin it, but we caught onto it.
Well, you and
My race
Brandon almost got together, and then when you guys got 3 wide, when you were battling for the lead with Buck and Wernicke, that looked a little too close for comfort.
Oh, I was watching all of that. I was right behind that. I was like, oh god, don't wreck right here. But my race wasn't clean by any means necessary. I had contact on pit road on the first stop, then got a pit road penalty, had to do a drive-through. Thankfully, got saved by caution.
I was wondering what happened because you were in second or third when you pit, and then you were way back mired in the field for a while.
Yeah, I think I crossed the line too soon. And ended up having to do a drive-through, and I was literally just after I came out, I was just so frustrated with myself. I was like, the race is over. Good car for just to throw it away, but thankfully we got saved by yellow and we were able to rebound.
We don't like to see them, but sometimes they help.
Oh yeah, I mean I don't like him either, but sometimes maybe 1 or 2 here could maybe pray for it.
Well, you're having a pretty good run this season. You've had quite a few finishes up front. I do believe next week we're at Dover. How do you feel about that track?
I'm pretty excited. Dover's a track that I really like. Yeah, I'm a big mile and a half person, you know, but we'll see how it goes. There's probably gonna be a lot of quick guys. You know, Buck will be up there, Warnicky, all the fast guys will be up there. So we got our work cut out for us next week, but we'll see how it goes.
All right, buddy. Well, thank you very much and congratulations. Who do you want to give a shout out to?
You guys putting on the league. Josh, Kyle, Devin, Dan. Unfortunately, he's not here tonight, but it was good racing with all those guys. Congrats to Warnicky on the second place finish. Congrats to Buck on the third. It was always good racing around those guys. You know, they're both really fast. They definitely make me work for it every week.
All right, bud. Well, thank you very much, and we'll look forward to seeing you back next week.
Yes, sir. You have a good one.
You too. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for us here at All the Dirt on this beautiful Monday night. Please join us tomorrow night for my in-car camera with the All the Dirt mini stock series. I'm trying to reel back in Hunter Wellman, who has got a significant points lead over me, but we're going to do what we can on the second half of this season. We got our first win last week. We're going to see if we can't make it close and at least interesting. Thank you guys. You have a wonderful night. Thanks for tuning in. Congratulations to our leaders and all of our drivers tonight. They did an amazing job. 2 cautions at a very tricky track that was getting kind of greasy there at the end. But we will see you all back tomorrow night. And if not, we will see you back next Monday night right here for Dover. Thank you, everybody. You have a wonderful night.